Both reflexive pronouns and intensive pronouns are similar grammatical concepts, in terms of form and structure, but they vary in functions they perform in sentences. You will be amazed at what you discover at the middle of this video. While they function primarily as pronouns with antecedents, the nouns they replace, they are distinguished from each other by the particular roles they play in sentences. Reflexive pronouns are pronouns that replace nouns that are both the initiators and recipients of an action. It is a situation whereby a noun that is both the performer and receiver of an action is replaced by a pronoun at the receiving end of the sentence in which they occurred. For example, James bit James yesterday. Hannah hurt Hannah for him. It can be deduced from the statements above that ambiguity is likely to occur when the nouns functioning both as the initiator and the recipient of an action are repeated, hence, the need for reflexive pronouns. The structural forms of reflexive pronouns are as follows: myself, yourself, themselves, yourselves, ourselves, and so on. So, with the application of reflexive pronouns, the sentences will now read: James bit himself yesterday. Hannah hurt herself for him. Reflexive pronouns are always at the receiving end of the action, referring back to the subject who is the recipient of the action. Note: reflexive pronouns are connected to the nouns they reiterate, or refer back to by reflexive verbs. Intensive pronouns, also emphatic pronouns, are pronouns that perform exclusively emphatic roles in sentences. They are very similar to reflexive pronouns in structure, for example, myself, yourself, themselves, yourselves, to mention a few. But they function only as emphasizers of nouns, appearing right next to the nouns they emphasize. Like interjections, they have no grammatical relation to the sentences they occur in, as they are only emphasizers. For example, the president himself was a soldier. Marcel herself likes food. They can also function as emphasizers of pronouns in, I myself will do the job. They themselves are criminals. As well as, not appear directly after the nouns they emphasize, but still lay emphasis on them, as in, John did the work himself. The soldiers know the songs themselves. She is not a criminal herself. Note: yourself is the only instance of second-person pronoun that functions as singular, so, reflexive pronouns and intensive pronouns are only related by structure, but they vary to an extent by function, where reflexive pronouns are the recipient of the actions of the subject referring back to the subject, and the intensive pronouns perform emphatic roles laying emphasis on nouns or pronouns alike. Thank you for watching, see you in our next video.